Hey, Sven here. Week 1 of Rocket Routine OS is over. What does that mean? I've started a new project, and you might know, Rocket Routine. Back in 2022, we started developing software for corporate management strategy and goals, but somehow we didn't quite manage to bring it to market. The people who used it thought it was totally cool. The people who only saw it thought, no, it's just another OKR software, and I can do that with any other tool. Actually, there was always much more behind it, namely my entire idea and vision. How can a company function well? Starting from purpose, vision, mission, values, goals, strategy, and then implementation of the goals. And that's what I've always imagined, and I've been thinking about it for 10 years. 10 years ago, I also started to run our agile transformation, wrote a book about it, and much more. In all those years, I always had this feeling that software like that should take more work off my hands. It should allow me to keep a better overview of my entire company. With the previous means, it didn't really work out. Now with the new AI technology, where agents can also communicate with each other, delegate tasks, take them over, and what have you. Now I said, all right, let's start all over again. We discontinued the software on December 31st last year, and now in the last few weeks, I've written a concept and thought a lot about it, talked to people about it, did surveys and much more, so that on the one hand, I see there's a demand in the market in contrast to such execution tools or some methods like EOS or scaling up. There's simply a gap, namely the gap starting from corporate management through the development of strategies, through the derivation of goals, through the derivation of tasks in the various departments of your company. And then above all, to pay attention and ensure that these tasks are actually implemented and the goals are achieved. And that's what Rocket Routine is supposed to do. It's an AI native operating system for companies. And a lot of concepts from my entire career are included in there. We're doing lean management concepts in there with quality checks. We have a continuous monitoring so that the system always improves itself, and thus your company always improves itself. And that we simply ensure that you can either develop a strategy in the first place, or if it exists, that it's properly communicated to the people, and above all, that it's then implemented. That is exactly what Rocket Routine OS does. And the key point here is that the people who are working in the system can actually be either humans or agents. This means you could have a marketing agent, for example, and they handle all your marketing from market intelligence to creating a landing page, all the way to social media, communication, and everything in between. But if you have humans, then they're the ones who do it. And that's how AI and humans can work together. And I think it's going to be so brilliant because it brings together all the ideas from the last 10 years, all the concepts from the past decade. So it's not just another tool, it's essentially the operating layer on top of your tools. You can keep using all of them or replace them over time. The Rocket Routine OS makes leadership manageable, makes implementation verifiable, and above all, it promotes organizational learning. This means all the insights we gather over the company's lifetime constantly flow back into continuous improvement. Yeah, so it's a great project. There's not much to see yet, but what all has happened this week? Well, I finished writing the concept, version 16 by now, which means I've been brooding over it for a while. Then the white paper. The white paper will be distributed in the coming days. That means you can also read a bit more into it. The landing page is www.rocketroutine.com. You can already read quite a bit on the landing page, and most importantly, you can sign up for the waitlist. On the waitlist, you'll get all the information regularly. You'll stay up to date, but above all, the first 30 on the waitlist get early access, and the first 5 on the waitlist get a weekly strategy call with me. And it's not about when you sign up, but what you do to move up the waitlist. For instance, if you share the link and write about it, then you can increase your ranking on the waitlist. And that way, I can see who might have a bit more interest in being part of this whole thing. So if you have a company, let's say ideally with around 10 to 50 employees, in B2B with knowledge work preferred, so that means lots of desk work and so on, then you're actually a pretty good fit for the product. And if you also feel like, okay, I want to do more with AI, I want to improve our output, I want to know more about what's happening in the company, keep an eye on everything somehow, bring AI agents into the organization and build them up. And much more than Rocket Routine OS is probably a very, very good product for you. And if you sign up for the waitlist there, you'll always get all the latest information. Also, I write about it on LinkedIn, on X. We have an account under Rocket Routine, and there's also a blog on the landing page. So, and I'll be reporting here every week with updates, and then I'll definitely show something in between about what happened in the past week. So, and now I'm looking forward to the weekend because that's when I can work on it a bit more, and I'll report next week on everything that's happened. Have fun, and I look forward to your registration and see you soon. Bye.